You.
Right, we're going live. We're live. Hi, everyone. Sorry about the slight delay. We had a little bit of a technical hitch, but we are back on track, and my internet now appears to be working. So, welcome. Say hi if you're joining us. Hashtag replay if you're watching later. And as always, do join in with the discussion. Post your comments, ask your questions. That's what we're here for. So tonight is spiritual discussion and demonstration night. So any questions, post them in the group, please, and then we can, get that chat going. We can answer any questions. And I thought tonight maybe we could just have a little bit of a chat about some of our experiences as sort of psychics and mediums, and how that presents to us in everyday life, what sort of experiences come up with us, and how we deal with those experiences as well, because sometimes I think people want to develop the spirituality, but they're a little bit scared and they're not quite sure what will come up and how to manage it. But from one thing that I found from this journey is there's not really anything that you can't manage, and or in this group, there's always people you can turn to support with things like that.
Yeah.
So, and I know Claire, you've really been opening up to your clairvoyance lately, haven't you? Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that and what's been coming up for you?
Yeah, well, talking about having other people around you that helps you out. I was just literally walking down the road on Friday with my husband, just walking down the road. A friend was painting a gate. I didn't see her, and so she leapt up and ran across the road, and she was like, "Claire, I've not seen you for ages. How you doing? Come in for a coffee." And I was like, "Okay, right, go on then. The universe clearly wants me to go in this house for a coffee." Went in, and she was like, it'd been her birthday. And she was like, "Look what I've got off this present." So she gets out this beautiful, wooden box, all engraved on the top, and she opens it, and it's full of crystals. I was like, and she's not into crystals, wouldn't say, And I said, "This is beautiful." She obviously clearly wants to show me. So she was like, "It's beautiful, isn't it?" Well, it is. I said, "Who got you that?" And she's like, "Oh, my partner got it me." I went, "Why?" Because it's not something that she would normally have for a present. And she went, "I'm not sure, but I don't really know what's in the box." So we kind of went through each crystal. Her partner just bought. I think he just chose them online and just got them put in this box. So we were chatting about what each one kind of does and where to put them and what to use them with. So she was like, "I'm so glad you popped in for a coffee. And anything else that you want to ask, because now you've got me here." And she was like, "Can we have a walk around the house?" And she went, "I feel like there's been something in here, but I don't know what I'm doing." I went, "Oh yeah, let's go and see what happens." So we actually went for a walk around. She's got a beautiful big house, and we went round. I was like, there's nothing here. It's just a lovely, nice house." And then we both walked into her living room, and she was on one side of the fireplace ahead of me, showing me around her house. And then I was behind her, and then we got this freezing cold, tingly feeling all down. I got it down my side, but I thought, I'm not going to say anything and see what she says. And she turned around and she went, "Can you feel that cold breeze?" I went, "Yeah, right. This is where we need to be." So we went around the living room, and I was like, basically helping her guide her where she lives there, and she's clearly felt something in there. So I was like, "Well, what are you feeling? Where do you want to go in the living room?" And she's walking around, and she's walking around, and she's like, "Here." So we go to this corner of a living room, and it's so cold. So we sat on either side of this cold bit, and she's like, "I don't know what to do." I went, "Just go with it. Ask questions, see if you get an answer." I was like, "Have you got a pendulum?" And she was like, "I'll make one." So she gets a nice chain. She puts this beautiful, moonstone ring on it. It's very heavy. It's like chunky silver, rock solid. I'm like, "Perfect. That'll do great." So I'll teach her how to use a pendulum right there and then. And she's asking all these different questions. It's like, "Is there a spirit here?" "Yes, yes, yes." And it was like, "Are you here to speak to me?" And it was like, "Yes." And she's like, "Oh, what's your name?" And we kind of went all round these questions. So we got this spirit, and it had never lived at this house. It was visiting the house. And the house has only been there for about 30 years. So it's not even that old. And it was saying it was over 100 years since it's been off. I won't go into too much detail, but my God, we got so much out of this. they got the name Sharon Blacksmith, who died over 100 years ago. And she said that she had been murdered there, and that's why she kind of wanted some help. And we actually helped her cross over. But what was quite powerful about this pendulum is when we finished and we helped this spirit move on, because we asked, do you want to stay? It was like, no. Do you need help to move on? Yes. So we asked her to go and helped her go. And then my friend went to take her ring off this chain, and it was all bent out of shape, like really long, thin,
Wow.
like it'd been pinched really hard. And she's like, "Oh my god!" So we both tried to bend it back into normal, but it wouldn't move. It was so strong, like it was a strong metal. I was like, "Oh gosh, right, okay." So I don't know what to do with it. I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. Let me speak to the soul family, because somebody will have an answer. Somebody will be able to like zoom in." So as it is our other pal Anita, who's a strong medium, I sent her the picture of the ring into her, and I was like,
Mm.
"You got any ideas about what to do with this ring?" And then the next morning, like my friend's ring, she found it on the floor, and the stone was out of it, away from the ring, so it was clearly still vibrating. It was
Wow.
still reacting. So I relayed. Anita said, "Get that moonstone cleansed and get that ring buried." So she did it tonight. So she's happy for that. So just from walking past someone's house, you can literally change their lives.
Yeah.
That's how it
Yeah.
felt. Because Friday felt really like it was impromptu. It was just like she saw me get in, come and see the crystals. Before we know it, we've moved on a spirit from our house.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you make it sound so easy, because a lot of people forget that we're all spirits, but some of us still have human form and some have no human forms. And people forget that in the same way that you can allow people into your house, or you can tell them to go away, you can spirit as well. People don't always realize that, do they? And some just need help to move on. So how did you move her on in the end?
Well, we made sure we got all the information out that she clearly needed to give us, because a spirit don't want to move on if they've got something to say. So
Mm.
we gave the spirit time, because my friend had said that she'd noticed something for quite a while, since at least like the winter months, something in the house. Like she's had a few pieces where um she's felt something in the house, her partner's felt something in the house, and then like the attic hatch just like flies open. So she was sensing like an uprising in activity, so to speak.
Mm.
It's probably because the spirit hasn't had a chance to pass the message on. So a spirit will start off with small, tiny little things, try to get your attention, because they definitely just want to chat or hand over
Mm.
their message. And we ignore it, and they ignore it, and we ignore it, and we just go, "Well, that's not true. I didn't see that. That's not happening."
Yeah.
And then it just, the momentum gets stronger from the spirit, because they just want your attention, but it can feel scary to us humans, because it's like, "Oh my god, why is the door slamming? Why is these things happening? Why are things getting moved across the room? I don't get it." So we just gave this lady, because that's what she was,
Mm.
the time to talk. She explained about how she died, and she had been murdered, and she just wanted people to know.
Yeah.
um I'm not saying there's anything we can do about it in this lifetime, but she wanted us to know. So we let her have a time. We exhausted the questions to the point where we were like, "We've got nothing else to ask. Have you got anything else to say?" "No." "Do you still want to be here?" And she said, "No." "Can we help you move on?" "Yes." And it is a process. I literally was saying to my friend about, you can ask your guides, if she doesn't know how to move on and you don't know how to do it, ask your guides to step in. So it was like, can the guides of Sharon, who's the deceased, and the guides of my friend and my guides, can you all just step in and just assist Sharon in moving through to the place that she needs to get to, because she's done here now. And we left it about 5 minutes, and my friend said, "I can't feel anything anymore." I said, "Ask the pendulum, because she's been communicating with us really well." So she got it out. She got guides. "Have you been able to move over?" "Yes." Sharon, are you still here? And it was a very, very, very faint. It was kind of like a yes or a no. I was like, she's going. She's going. I said, just give it a while. Let's leave the room. Let's go have another cup of coffee. I said, and then report back to me later. So I stayed a couple of hours, and the next day, that's when she said, like, she found the ring on the floor, and it was, the stone was out of the ring. And I was like, but how's the house? Like, are you feeling okay? She's like, everything feels great. I was like, that's fine. I said, but you might find another one pop through now, because there's a reason why Sharon came. So, you know, just keep an eye out for something else that might replace Sharon, because my friends clearly are open to receiving spirit world.
Yeah.
So she's like, I will do. But now she's excited because, like, she's sending me these little things going, I'm interested in these crystals now. Which one shall I use? And it's amazing how, by someone buying her crystals, she received a spirit or a way to communicate with spirit.
Oh, and that's it now. A slippery path once you start with the crystals. You're addicted, aren't you?
You can never have too many, can you?
No. Oh dear. Amazing. Mama Jen's just said she can watch, but she can't join. So, Mama Jen, I've just sent you the link on WhatsApp if you want to try that one. See if you have any more joy on there. So,
I mean, Mama Jen needs to join because she knows all about communicating with spirit.
yeah. Otherwise, you just have to chat in the in the box.
Mama Jen, come through.
Okay. Wow, fantastic. So it sounds like you're having lots of amazing experiences, and things are really opening up for you, because I know you've had loads of different experiences lately, haven't you?
Yeah, this year's been quite an active one, hasn't it, with communicating with spirit.
Yeah, definitely. So I think moving to Sky's really opened you up as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think, like I said, we always say it with lack of distraction. Just shows you what's going on in actual space.
Yeah, and opens you up. And
So
how's
about you,
Cinder's
Mel?
doing?
Oh,
Pardon?
well, I was going to say, how about you? Have you seen anything lately? But going on to Cinder's, yeah, well, she's got a bit of an eye problem. I say problem. She's slept an awful lot in the past couple of days, but she's got quite gunky eyes at the moment, and she just keeps pouring out them. So I don't know. I mean, you're our animal communicator. Do you think you can have a chat with her?
Okie doke. Oh, hang on. Here's Mama Jen.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I've been through everything.
Oh, we're here. You joined us.
I am going to get a toy boy. It's the only way. It is the only way that I'm going to master this, because I've been through everything you said and couldn't get on.
Oh,
well, you're here now.
But I'm here now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And just in time, because Claire's asked me if I can connect with Cinder, so I'm going to have a little go. So you have to bear with me a little bit. I'll just make that connection and just see. So I did ask Cinder's actually while we were talking if she wanted to connect, and I got sort of something to the effect of it's about time.
Well, she sat right in front of me, so
yeah, she wants to be involved in these calls. So
good.
Okay, so let's see if there's something she wants to say in particular. She said, I'm here and I can connect too, you know. We know that Cinder's.
She's just laid down.
She said it's been a bit quiet at the house lately. Things have been a bit quiet lately.
Well, if anything, it's been a busy house this weekend. We've had so many people dropping by that unannounced and filling the space.
Human or spirit?
Human.
Yeah, I think she's talking spiritual wise.
I'm getting you're not listening. Sorry.
Who's that, Claire or me?
Claire.
What you're not seeing, Claire, there's a bigger picture, something you're not seeing.
I don't know. Guide me through it.
It's around what you're meant to be doing. So I know you're doing a coaching course and you're looking at coaching, but there's a reason why you're opening up clairvoyantly and why you're seeing and connecting more and you're finding yourself in the right place at the right time. So you're not seeing the bigger picture there. I think there's more to come. What are you getting, Mama Jem?
I think that feels right.
I'm picturing a hands-on. Claire's put a hand on her to connect with her. She's greedy. She wants two hands.
That would not.
When she's facing you, put both hands on at the same time.
Okay.
And I'm putting it round here, round the head, not a body.
Okay.
Just see.
I'll be giving that one a go. Thanks, guys. I will do
Well,
that. Because she does at night. She's really, really snuggling in. And she wants to be on my flesh. Like normally she wants to be on a blanket, you know, a pillowcase.
Yeah.
But she's actually wanting to be on skin.
Because she's trying to connect on that level.
Yeah, it must be.
Cinder's and Anita's cats are joining the calls to help us develop their awareness. And that's why she's been waiting for us to acknowledge her in the calls, because for those of you who don't know, if you're watching the calls, you will find that whenever we do any spiritual development work, when we're doing these live streams and when we're doing the Feel the Vibes sort of membership group calls on a weekend, the cats are always present. You know, Cinder's is always there and Anita's cats are always there. And cats are very, very psychic. They're very aware of everything that's going on. And they've got a really strong connection with the other side. And I'm feeling that Cinders wants to know that she's helping our development. And that's why she's here on the calls as well. And she wants a bit of acknowledgement for that as well. Really. She's part of the Feel the Vibes team.
Oh, for definitely.
As are Anita's cats. I think maybe we need to put a picture on our profile on the wall.
Yeah. Every good witch had a cat.
Exactly.
I raise her right back. Like she so knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's if there's anything else. She went, nope, that's what I want to tell you.
Thanks, Cinder. You keep making me work hard.
Yeah, look at the bigger picture. Why are you finding that yourself in these situations at this time? There's a bit more of a spiritual path for you, I think, than coaching alone. Maybe some sort of spiritual coaching if you're going down the coaching path.
Yeah.
But don't tell yourself on an alternative route because things are opening up for you for a reason.
Yeah. I like that. Thanks, Mel.
Yeah. Mama Jen, have you got any more from that?
No, I just got that. I wanted to put both hands round her head.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Should we get?
I love how your animal communication's coming on as well, Mama Jen. Fantastic.
I am trying.
Well, you're succeeding. The more you do it, it's like anything, isn't it? The more you do it, the more you try.
Yes.
The more you get and the more you comes. It's not an accident.
I know.
The same for everyone watching.
Yeah, it will come back. It will come back properly. So I'm just waiting.
Yeah, fantastic. I've noticed we've got a few people watching, so I just want to say hi to Anne and Susan, who are also watching. And obviously anybody watching the replay later, do let us know, is there anything that you want to develop in particular that you want to practice more of? or work on a little bit, because I know when we started out with this, we all sort of practice each other's skills. So when I started Feel the Vibes, my connection was more sort of with angels and around the animal communication. But as our journey's sort of going on, and from meeting these wonderful ladies on the Feel the Vibes team, I'm opening up more to to picking up more psychic. My tarot reading, my card readings have really come on from talking to you, and I'm starting to pick up a little bit more sort of mediumship stuff as well. And I can't wait to join Anita's mediumship group as well, that she's going to be doing live and on call soon. But I love how we all teach each other, and it's been great on the field development calls, Field the Vibes development calls that we do for members, seeing you all starting to connect with animals as well as part of that mediumship. And it's great, isn't it, seeing how we're all sort of growing and developing and learning from each other.
Because this is the thing, we're always learning and changing, and that's why you need people around, because if you bring in on a new skill and you don't have anyone else to talk to about it, it's pretty wild. Because I've been learning like astral projection the past few weeks.
Oh, amazing.
Astral traveling, and I have done it in the past, and it scared the bejesus out of me, because it happened without me wanting to do it. And you get scared that I'm going too far and not be able to find your way back. And I'd always, a bit like what Mama Jen said, she kind of said, oh, I don't want it. And then it goes away. Can't bring it back. And I've been working on bringing that back. And it's just phenomenal. And it's so healing as well, because a couple of nights ago, I set my intention. I wanted to astral travel to, everyone who knows me knows I love a beach. But I wanted to go to a beach I've never been to or seen before, but it exists, on this planet. So I know it's a real thing. And went to sleep that night, and off I went, and I astral traveled to this like incredible beach, and there was 3 people guiding me and showing me the way, and it was a secluded one. And when I got there, I was like, obviously consciously saying I want to look around and take this whole experience in, which I did. And then these 3 people guided me there, who also was astral traveling to this place. And I was like, where is this? And they were like, Lithuania. And I went, didn't even know they had beaches. I didn't even know they had beaches, And I was like, it's so beautiful. And when I came out of it and I woke up the next day and I said to my husband, oh my God, I know it sounds wild, but I've just been to Lithuania and it was amazing. And I woke up that morning like I'd had a little beach holiday. So I went straight online and I'm Googling beaches in Lithuania, and I'm like, wow, they've got some incredible beaches. So now it's a place I want to go. Physically want to go.
Fantastic. And have you had a look online at all the pictures? And
just stunning. And I would never have thought of a beach holiday to Lithuania.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can do that from your own house.
Yeah. Amazing.
Now I know that international travel absolutely fine. Yeah.
Send me a ticket for the next one.
Come with me.
I'll come with you.
Me. You'll love it. It's beautiful.
I've got something to show you.
Lovely.
I found.
What's this?
Oh wow!
A new my necklace. It's been in the cupboard for ages.
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, I can't get in. Amethyst, clear quartz, citrine. I think there is a bluey one.
It's a sodalite.
And then what appears to be a jasper, a brown one. Let me see.
Wow.
Is it swinging like a pendulum there, Mum? Have you got a message for us?
I can use it as a pendulum. What would you like to know?
I don't actually know. What do I need to know?
Will Claire actually go to Lithuania?
Love that question.
That is swinging. That is not my arm. That is swinging backwards and forwards, which is yes.
Brilliant. Will I go
Fantastic.
next year? Like, I don't even know what I can fit this trip in.
Hang on, no, it's going round. Let me get in. It's going round. So it's, I don't know whether it'll be within the next year.
Okay.
But will it be within the next 2 years?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
But I just wanted you to
Amazing.
see what I'd found. I
Beautiful.
root through my boxes and I find all sorts that I've not worn for a long time. So I like to get them out, give them an airing.
Brilliant. And just as a reminder to everyone watching, if you've got a crystal pendant, you can use your crystal pendants as a pendulum. You don't necessarily need a pendulum as it is. So I've just got Susan's posted in the comments. She said, "I've not thought about the animals. I'm a dog lover, but I'm looking after my neighbour's cat, who usually hates me. But today he wouldn't let me out of his sight, wouldn't let me leave, and kept looking at me really closely." Oh, that's lovely. If you want to post a picture of him in the group, Susan, if you've got a picture, maybe we can all try and have a connect him, but maybe you can connect him with him yourself, just, just reach out, connect with him, send a lot of love his way, and just ask him if he wants to tell you anything and just see what comes to you. See if anything comes to you as to why.
I mean, they're very clever cats, aren't they?
Mm.
They sense everything.
Yeah.
And they've got to trust as well.
Mm.
So initially, she's had to be tested. Is she going to be all right with me? Is she going to be kind to me?
Mm.
And once she's shown that, then it'll reach out to her.
Mm. And cats are
Yeah.
very intuitive, so the
Oh,
chances
yeah.
are there's a reason for that change in behaviour around you. So, it's just looking at why and connecting in, and sometimes just sit and just meditate with him, connect with him in your meditation and see what comes. I've actually got a meditation to help people connect with their animals. So if that's something anybody's interested in, would like me to send, just post in the comments below that you'd love a copy of the pet connection meditation, and I'll send you a link.
I would like it for Dexter, the grand dog.
Lovely. I shall share the link with you.
Just going back to the cat question, if Susan's around, is the cat able to get out? I only asked because I just pulled a card to ask, because I do find cards quite useful to connect with animals, and I found it quite successful lately. And I just asked, why is the cat staring and like paying full attention to her? And I got the 7 of Swords, and this particular deck, the Lightseers deck, there's 3 birds in it, in a nest, and there's like feathers flying around. So I just wonder if the cat, the house sitting cat, is either hearing new birds tweeting, or there's a bird making a lot of noise, and it's something about feathers and birds on a bird's nest. That'd be interesting, because I actually had a friend come to stay this weekend, and she said that she's been getting plagued lately with spiders, and it was really freaking her out at her home that she's in. And she was like saying she's kind of finding them everywhere, and she didn't know why. So I said, well, we'll just do a tarot reading and we'll find out. And it was quite cute actually, because the tarot literally said, so she's leaving soon. She's going off to university soon. So she's been not packing, but she's been getting a few downsizing a little bit, getting rid of like bits of things out of cupboards that she doesn't need anymore, or won't be taken to uni. And she said, and I did the reading, and the reading came out that the spiders want to make a relationship with her before she leaves. So she went, because she's terrified of spiders, and she actually went, that's actually really cute. I went, Exactly. They're not foe. They are friend. And when they're coming out to peep at you, they're just wondering what you're doing. You're packing your suitcase, and they're like interested, and they just want to make a friend before you go. And she was like, "Oh, that's really nice."
I'm not a lover of spiders. I
Same.
certainly wouldn't sleep in this room if there was one in it.
That's what she's been sleeping anywhere
Yeah.
but where they
But
are.
I have a spider catcher, which is a long stick with like a pyramid on the end. And you open the bottom door, it slides, you put it over the spider and then close the door. It's then sealed in a pyramid. And then you take it outside. Yeah, you take it outside and twist it. The door drops and the spider is outside in the bushes.
I did mention the catcher to her, but she said she's too scared to do that.
Well, you're at a distance, and I'm terrible, so I can do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, animal communicators, when they're learning animal communication, and I have heard of quite a few who've connected with spiders during the animal communication, and they've never been frightened of spiders since.
Yeah.
It's really cured them, because I think one of the things with animals and animal communication, and I used to be terrified of spiders. I don't like them in close proximity, but little ones I can manage, and I'm nowhere near as bad from doing animal communication, because once you sort of start communicating with animals, you'll see that all animals are a soul, and like us, they're a spirit having a physical experience. And I think once you start connecting with that soul from all creatures, you see them as completely different.
Yeah.
And when you see all the lessons that animals bring to us as well, it's absolutely incredible. It's yeah.
The minute you started to talk, I got some downloading in my left ear.
Lovely.
I don't know what it is, but it's obviously something important. So I shall take that on board.
So maybe you need to connect with a spider next time you collect one. And I know the same with snakes. I know a lot of people have been terrified of snakes. And somebody posted actually when I wrote a blog about the snake and the lessons you can learn with the snake, and I shared it on my social media post. Somebody actually said, I've always been terrified of snakes, and you've made me see it in a new light.
Yeah.
And it's like anything, it's a different way. You can find people, you might see, I don't know, it's a cliche, but you hear of a lot of people who see big blokes with tattoos and things are scary. And quite often when you get to know them, they're the most genuine, kind-hearted people going. But image can scare people. But once you get past the image and you get to see what's sort of behind that, you get a completely different picture, and then fear is sort of lost. And a lot of animals are like that. So
I actually had a corn snake put round my neck, and I'd asked, and I just loved it, absolutely loved it, and I just chatted away to it. And in the end, they took it off me. They said it'll be going cold.
Or going home.
I'd had it that long. They said it'll be going cold.
Yeah.
So snakes I can cope with, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's just amazing. I had a funny experience with a spider the other week. I was driving home from work and a spider came down off the roof of the car and landed on the steering wheel.
Oh
No, I'm a lot better with spiders than I were, but I've got to admit, that freaked me out. So I'm sort of saying to the spider, right, okay, spider, I need to use this, and I really don't want to be putting my hands on you while I'm driving. Just sort of stay in the middle while you're out of the way. So I'm trying to talk to this spider while I'm driving. And then the next thing, I had to turn a corner. And of course, as you turn the weight steering wheel, it's going right the way around. So this poor spider's gripping on for dear life. And I was terrified this poor spider was going to land on my lap.
Oh,
Which,
no.
no, it wouldn't have hurt me. And bless it was hanging on for dear life and it had gone into the nook where I'd asked it to go into. And I'm trying really carefully not to make this spider go dizzy. And I got home and I stopped outside the house and I thought, right, if I'm reversing on that drive now, the steering wheel's going to go in like that and like that. It's going to send it over. So I literally just parked up, abandoned the car and went to Jamie, you're going to have to park your car. There's a spider there. You're just going to have to take it out of the car so you can park the car because it's all going dizzy. And I thought, this poor spider.
I'd have been out of that car straight away.
Before animal communication, I absolutely would have done. I'd have parked up and abandoned the car. But as it was, I'm not as bad. I still didn't like the idea of it sort of falling on my lap and not knowing where it was. But in front of me, as long as I could see it and I wasn't touching it, it was like, no, just stay where you are. And, and I thought, poor thing.
Well, I will have a conversation with one next time.
Yeah, before you encase it into its pyramid shrine.
Yes. And tell it why it's going in the pyramid.
Yes.
And where I'm going to put it somewhere nice.
Yes. Into the
where it might find food.
Yes, but I think it wanted to be in the house because it wanted to be warm.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because when my friend was asking me about, well, I don't know why she brought it up, but she was like going on about these spiders that are just driving her insane, and she's not sleeping because one was in the room, which meant she has to go to the sofa. She got to the sofa, one out onto the sofa. She was just having this nightmare of a couple of days. She told me about it when I did the tarot, and I was like, I felt differently about the spiders after that. I was like, oh, bless. You just want to come and see what's happening and make a friendship before she leaves because they know she's leaving. I felt differently about the Spider Kingdom. I was like, and I'm not a fan. I don't want to see them.
Well,
deals with them.
I found the solution.
But then the funny thing was, because I've not seen spiders in ages, so it made me think about them. I was like, I don't even think I see any here. And then my other friend came to visit and we were telling her about it. She brought up some videos. So she said she'd found videos of spiders with like really happy faces.
Oh.
And I said, I don't think I can see them because I'm not a fan. And she was like, no, but once you've seen these spiders, you'll agree. So she got the phone and I don't think I can look. And I was looking dead far away. It was like one of these like these moments, and then I got closer and closer, and then she showed me these videos, and they were like, they have little happy faces, and they are actually like zoomed in of the spider's face. I was like, actually, that's really cute, isn't it? Well, the night ended. I went to bed. I got up in the morning the day after, and went to the bathroom, and there's a spider on the bathroom floor. And normally I'd be like leaping around.
Yeah.
Where's the husband? I need to deal with it. And I actually just looked at it and I went, I'm gonna go right you, do what I need to do, and then go back out. Like communicate with, telling it what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
I did move, stayed there. I did what I did, and then I left. And then I came and told my friend. I was like, well, after that spider conversation last night, I've just seen a spider for the first time in just ages. What did you do with it? I went, nothing. I just told it what I was gonna do, and then. And then our other friend, who had been involved in the conversation the night before, texted me and said, "You'll never guess what? I got home from your house and there's 2 massive spiders in the bathroom." And she was like, "I've not seen spiders in ages." I went, "We've clearly summoned them. We've been talking about them like they're friends, and now they've all come inside to say hello."
Well, my son brought a conker or chestnut, whatever. And apparently they don't like them.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
So this one is in my front room, which is where I see them. And I've not seen one since it was put there.
And
careful though, because I think they're poisonous to dogs. So make sure the dog doesn't get it.
Oh, right. No, it doesn't go near it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Anne's just posted. She said, you're much better than you used to be with spiders, Mel. Yeah, but like you, Claire, if I find him in the bath now, if he wants to have a shower and there's spiders there, I'll get a toilet roll tube or something. It's like, right, climb into there because you're going to die if you stay in the shower. And I'm telling it why I'm moving it and what I'm doing.
I just don't want to.
one of the people I worked with many years ago had a pet tarantula, and he knew I was terrified of spiders. So he said, I think I've got the cure for you. He brought me in the cast that it shed. You know, the
body.
Yeah. So he brought it in and he put it in my hand. He was holding the other one at the same time. And he put it in my hand and the legs were like up. And I was fine. I thought, oh, I'm curing myself. And then he turned it over. And the minute he turned it over, I was out.
It's funny, isn't it? Because it's all a mental programming, isn't it? You all right there?
That's so funny because the cat's tail just swished out of nowhere and hit my hand. And I thought, I looked down and saw a black on my hand. I was like, it's the cat.
Well, Cinder is one of our prime
laughing
members.
with you about that. I think it's amused her.
I know. That was terrifying. I was Mama Jen talking about tarantulas on hands, and I looked down and black on my hands with black fur.
So it is all programming though, because a lot of our fears we've picked them up from other people. Because I know my mum's scared of spiders, and my nana was, and you do tend to pick them up from other people, don't you, as well?
Yeah, I wish I could. Like my mother-in-law's amazing. She just loves them and just, well, I'll say loves them, but she does pick them up with a hand and take them back. And my husband does the same, so he's learned that from his mum. Whereas I'm guessing I probably learned to scream and shout when I see a spider from my family. So
and jump up and down.
Oh yeah, and do this. Woo! It's like you start thinking of head, don't you? Ah.
We'll create this as the spider dance.
Yeah. Oh, God. Looking around,
well, the next time you see a spider, if anyone's watching, let us know. Are you scared of spiders? But next time you see one, just talk to it and just, see what happens. It's actually quite interesting. Or use the pet meditation if you want me to send that to you. When you meditate, instead of connecting with your own pet, visualize a spider and speaking to the spider,
talk to it,
connecting with that. Yeah, and just see what comes up for you.
We'll try that.
Use it. Yeah, or a snake. Use it to cure your phobias.
Yeah.
I can rebrand it then. Instead of a connect with your pet meditation, it can be cure your animal phobia.
It's true though, isn't it? It is all in the head. All in the head.
It
What's
is.
a spider ever done to us? Nothing.
It catches flies.
Yeah, it's an ecosystem. It's very important. But like, if someone was to say, "Why are you scared of the spider?" I don't know. Like, I always think, because I always try and rationalize it. Because I said to my friend, "About why are you so scared of it?" Yeah, I'm thinking, I know I am. If I was her on my own in a house with spiders, I'd be pretty upset. And I said to her, "The spider's like what, this big?" I said, "Imagine if it's looking up at you, and imagine if we were that as a human looking up at a gigantic giant. We'd be scared if it's standing on us, and we'd be like, oh, don't touch me, don't hurt me, don't find me." I said, and I'm sure that's all it's doing when it sees you. And she was like, yeah, maybe. But
they always go on the ceiling, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
And look down on you, and you're waiting any minute for it to drop.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll jump.
No.
But do you know what? That's not just spiders with me. I don't like spiders above my head for that reason. But I don't like birds being around my head either. My aunt used to have a budgie, and it used to always fly and land on your shoulder. And when I was a kid, it'd always fly to land on my head, and I hated it. So I'd duck. So this poor thing would fly past me, land on a cushion, and then it'd get this look in its eye as if I am going to land on it. It always tries to fly and land on my head because I knew I didn't want it there. So I hate birds around my head now. It's funny.
Right,
I love birds though. I love birds. Yeah, but I don't want them on my head.
Oh dear.
Mad. Okay, so what have you been up to anyway, Mama Jen? So in terms of, I mean, your development, we could see your animal communication is definitely coming on. Has anything else opened up for you lately?
No, I can't say. Well, I can't say it has. I'm getting feelings now. Whereas before I could stand on a platform and speak. Now when I think about it, I get a very vague picture, but I understand it, if you know what I mean. It's not crystal clear like it used to be. It's a bit vague, and then your own mind starts saying, are you sure about that? Are you sure you're not making that up?
And that's the trap, isn't it? You've got to really just go with it and trust.
Yeah,
but
the brain.
Yeah, I'm putting my trust in the fact that they know I'm available. They know the procedure of opening and closing, and I ask for family and friends.
Yeah.
Because if a complete stranger came through, I wouldn't be prepared like I used to be. So I ask for family and friends, and it surprises me who does come through. It's the most least expected. So I know then I've not imagined it, because we all doubt ourselves, don't we? Did I really do that? Did I really see or hear that? So it has taken me by surprise on a few occasions. But of course, I've put my name down to do the course, the mediumship, just to refresh everything, get a new aspect on it.
I think no matter what stage you're at, you're always going to learn more as well from other people, aren't you, and add other things from it. So it's definitely worth doing. That's why I'm doing it as well. Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to it. But as I say, every now and again, I don't do it every day. Every now and again, I'll sit quietly and ask my gatekeeper to open the gates, and family and friends only. So I've put my protection up straight away. But I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm intending that this one won't escape me. It only escaped me because I shut down.
Yeah.
And I'm ready now. I'm ready.
I'm Bill's ready.
Yeah, my Bill.
Yeah. So I just want to mention actually that Anita's doing this mediumship course starting on the 3rd of July. She is running in-person classes at the Full Spectrum Centre on the every other week on a Sunday, but she's also going to be offering online classes. So if you're not in Duckingfield and you can't make it to the group, she is doing online classes as well. So if anyone's interested, do get in touch with Anita, or just post in the group and ask Anita to contact you. And I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you more information. So,
it's
going to be wonderful when we're all tuned in.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's safe. And it's a safe environment because there's a lot of professionals in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's genuine. It's and it's done with love as well.
Yeah.
Which is important. So
absolutely,
we are all protected.
Yeah. Anne's just posted she's looking forward to class, so Anne's coming as well. Ooh. Fantastic. So yeah, it'll be really good. And I think what I like about things like this as well is, she's absolutely on the ball with, as we all are, with spiritual protection. And I think that's one of the reasons why, if you've not done any sort of mediumship before and you don't have that, any awareness of that, it is worth, make sure you're on a course where you are taught that protection and how to protect yourself, because it is important. Just like you lock your front door at night to protect yourself from strangers coming in, you need to know how to do the same psychically. And it is only, it's the same sort of thing, really. So, and again, Feel the Vibes membership, if you're in the Feel the Vibes membership group, a unit has been released now on that spiritual protection. So those members, if you've not seen that, do hop on the website and use that, and do that program and learn as much as you can about psychic protection. And make sure you've done the first unit as well, because there's loads of training being released in there for you that can really help you. And I think we do have a development class this Sunday coming up as well. So if you're in the Feel the Vibes membership group, join us live on Sunday in the on the development Zoom call, and we can really help you build that development in as well. And obviously there's more training involved too. So yeah, lots of ways for you all to really develop and learn and grow. So fantastic. And on that note, we've been on 50 minutes again. Time really flies, doesn't it, with these calls?
Well, today's the solstice, Mel. It's the longest day of the year.
Oh, so it is. Do you know, I hadn't even noticed that. So fantastic. Yeah. And the veils are thin now, actually. So it's actually a good time, a very good time to connect spiritually. So, yeah.
And then it's all going towards winter again from tomorrow.
Oh, don't say that. Not summer yet.
The one's got to see it.
We're only on the second week of sunshine, aren't we?
But we are at the lightest point. Like, this is the full light, isn't it?
Nice. Dear me, have I got to get my vest back out?
Yeah. Sunglasses.
I'm thinking I need to go and connect with the fairies. What about you, Claire?
You need to get your crystals outside, guys, because this is a good time to cleanse. Cleanse.
That's a good point.
Get your crystals in that moonlight tonight. The little bit that you'll find. But yeah, no, it's a good night for it.
Good.
Yeah. Fantastic. Right. Well, just to say to everyone, thank you so much for watching us. If you're watching the replay, again, do write #replay. Let us know you're there. Let us know you've seen us. Let us know your thoughts and comment. Join in the conversation. Ask any questions. And Susan is going to post a picture of a cat in the group.
Right. Perfect.
So for those watching on YouTube, we do have a Facebook group, Feel the Vibes Development, which is free to join. And we are streaming live in there as well. And if you join us in the group, you get to join in with the discussion through comments as well. So, it's worth joining on us both, not just as a viewer, but the benefits of YouTube as well is that once you've subscribed, hit subscribe. You can watch us anytime as well and join and watch previous videos easily. So lots of ways to connect with us. And likewise, if you're in the Facebook group, check us out on YouTube, hit subscribe. And then if you miss the calls in the group, you've got them all there and you'll get a notification when we're coming on there as well.
Okay. And you can watch Big Telly.
And I'm back on
the Big Telly.
I watch you go a Big Telly time.
Yes. Show your friends. Invite your friends. Speaking of invite, if you're in the group as well, let your friends know about the group. You can hit invite, but only if you've told your friends you are going to invite them, because otherwise Facebook just adds people to the group, and not everybody wants to just be added to a group without knowing about it. So feel free to invite your friends to the group, but let them know first and get them to just sort of say in the comments who's invited them. Or when you invite them, just drop us a message just to let us know that you've invited them and that they're aware of it and want to join. And that would be brilliant. Let's start growing the group and getting more conversation going. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week at the same time. Bye.
Bye.